Hi everyone, Jane here. This is a video about our 3-night stay at Camping Talblick in the Riedenburg area last week. Hopefully you guys are all getting along fine during your various levels of quarantine at this time. This was a vacation that we felt was safe and appropriate. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. I'll be interjecting throughout because there was a lot of times where there was enough people around me that I felt uncomfortable talking in that situation. So I'll fill you in on what was happening through the magic of editing. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. So we decided to go on this camping trip to test out our camping gear. So we wanted it to be someplace nearby. We found this campground in Riedenburg and we reserved a spot. It's like a 40-minute drive away. You can see from this map. It's in this area called Riedenburg that is super nice in the Altmühltal area, which is along the Danube River, and it is, 40 minutes north of Ingolstadt, which is kind of halfway between Munich and Nuremberg. One of our main concerns is actually fitting everything into our car because we have an Audi TT and it is pretty small in terms of trunk space. So we fit everything in.
Now turn left.
So as you can see, after much construction, we got there and got the tent set up. We were pretty happy with how well everything went together. Then we headed out to get some food in town. There's the local brewery and the local brewery restaurant. Mark hiding from the camera. Me not hiding from the camera. A very interesting masked and maskless COVID tour. Time went by. The clouds were cool, and then our food came. A tiny shovel. So we are in town, Riedenburg. Mark's taking some pictures over there. I'm gonna go over here for a second and show you the view from this cool, oh, it's a pretty cool bridge. We've been here a few times, so it's kind of difficult actually for me to appreciate how loud those motorcycles are. Oh, here we are in the middle of this bridge. Here's the middle of the bridge, and that's our campsite over there. But yeah, this town is like super beautiful, pretty cool, and we're gonna do some hiking tomorrow. Always gotta get that morning coffee. So we're just leaving on our hike. It's Tuesday morning. We're just across from the monastery. Sorry for the weird little montage, but I didn't know what else to do there. It was just a lot of us walking in the woods. And this is a weird cave that we found, and it was pretty cool, and I was gonna go in there and explore, and then some guy told me that I couldn't go in there, so then I didn't. The guy that told me not to go in there was part of this crew that was working on cutting trees off of the cliffs for some reason. I guess to make sure the cliffs don't fall down, but I don't really know. So we're in Kelheim. It's got this cool thing out there. And then the washrooms in the parking lot seem like they've just tried to emulate it. This is the old town wall that goes into the city, and you can drive through it. It's kind of cool. Then we had some ice cream-like treats and a croissant. It was very hot and they were pretty tasty. Then this weird train thing drove by. Don't know why that happened. Pretty empty. Where's the best falafel? Found it. There's the other side of the town wall on the way out. It's got a clock on it. Woo! So after our long walk here, it wasn't that long really, it was, what, like an hour and a half?
Should have been
2
like
hours?
30 minutes.
We sat down, had some food, and now we are going to walk back. Oh my god, we're walking. It was really windy, so I'm sorry for the wind that's about to appear in this next clip, but it was kind of interesting. There's a cool looking cave in there, but we can't get to it. I don't know if you can see it. And then it's just beautiful cliff rocks. Creep it?
Stand on that bit and stick your phone over the wall.
I don't know if I can do. I don't think my boots will. This is the sad picture I managed to get. Good one. Jesus in a tree. The other part was very hard. And my face shows it. Not Mark though, Mark's machine. I have this problem where when we hike with backpacks on, it seems like the blood gets like too much in our hands. And I've got just super chubby hands right now. Then at the end of the day, we were so hot that we just went and sat with our feet in the river because it was cold and watched the world go by, essentially. Then we went to have pizza for supper and it started pouring with rain. Just the most rain ever, and we were like the only people left eating outside. Then once it stopped raining, we got some classic spaghetti ice creams. The next day we were both pretty tired. We had our bacon sandwiches that we had been making every morning, and coffee of course, and extra coffee of course. And then we set out to the boat. Hello, it's Wednesday. This morning we're heading out on a boat. I'm on a boat and it's going fast and thing. We both had pretty beat up feet after yesterday. Mark's way worse than mine, but still, I got a blister. Anyways,
Grüß Gott, meine Damen und Herren, im Namen der Personenschifffahrt Steibe und der Besatzung.
we're on a boat.
Never thought I'd be on a boat.
And we're gonna go, basically, we're doing the exact same thing we did walking yesterday, only from a boat today.
Yeah. We're going to recreate the Lonely Island video.
Yeah. we also plan on recreating that. So we'll see what the Germans think.
Let's go! I'm on a boat! I'm on a
Eine Länge von 171 Kilometer, aber nur 60 Durchmesser.
To the right, you can see the entrance into the old.
Jesus in a tree from a boat. So we also had this tour dude that was telling us a bunch of stuff while we were on the boat, which was pretty cool because we had done the walk the day before and we had walked by a bunch of stuff but didn't know actually what it was. Like this place that had the cave that I tried to make a picture of yesterday. He explained what it was.
Originally, it was a hermitage that was converted into a Franciscan monastery in 1454. Particularly unique to this abbey is that the church was set into a cave, with the cave forming 3 of the walls and the ceiling. Used in the Middle Ages by river pirates as a base to raid ships that passed this way. In truth, these and many other caves in this area were used by cave.
That is a nice
If you look behind us, you can now see one of the most beautiful views in the Danish Gorge. At the top of Michael's Hill, you can see the Liberation Hall. Fairly modern, high water mark is May 1999 flood. The highest flood is 1845, only about 1 meter higher.
And that was where we flew the drone from yesterday.
Diese besondere Auszeichnung des Europaratses.
Everybody's waving at her.
If you look to the right, you can see the cliff called the Long Wall. Just above the water line, you can see 65 iron rings. In the days before motorized roads, boatmen used the figure on the cliff to the right, St. John Nepomuk of Prague. The large cliff to the left is the Roman cliff. It rises 105 meters high and has a 6-meter overhang. At the top, there was a Roman outpost called Astrobriga.
This is the Roman thing that we decide to explore later in this video. And we had some food inside the cloister. So we are walking up from the cloister into this field. This is a trail, obviously. And we think that there might be a good view somewhere up here, apparently. Don't do so well up hills. Jesus in a tree. So they told us on our boat ride that there was like a garrison up here. Ooh, I'm getting eaten. And we think we found it here. There's like, this looks like it could have been a wall. That definitely looks like something.
Yeah.
And that's like,
Yeah, this is the middle part of it.
Yeah.
And I would think that that wall used to carry on around. Can you see where it used to go? Over there?
yeah. I don't know. This looks somewhat natural, but also kind of not. I'm not sure.
Might go down there and fall flat on my face.
I don't think, well, you might fall. Looks not as steep on the other side. You might want to go around that rock.
What does this say? That can't be real.
What does it say?
1973.
It could be. So when I was doing bonsai stuff the other day, they said that certain trees scar really well, and you'll see lots of stuff carved into them because they keep their scars for a really long time. Does it look exactly like what you'd expect?
No, this is just a series of stones. But it is all kind of leveled to that size.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's down where the Abbey is. That's not it. Oops. That's not it, but that's like where it kind of starts. That's all you can see from here. And this is down there. Down there is like the narrowest part of the river. That's why they would have guarded this spot. So now we think that maybe based on that picture.
In Roman times, the Berg von Etworm 1440, to year 70.
What's the end of that sentence?
No, it's gone.
Oh. Anyways, that hill looks unnatural, and we think that was the wall. And the wall probably protected the cloister.
Yeah, and I think so.
Yeah. So we're up on top of this wall now. That's where the sign was down there. And, oh, there's some buildings over there. Have we seen that before? We did. Yeah. Yeah. Is that part of this then? So this is the wall. It's got an incredible view of everything in the surrounding area. Kind of surprised how good it is. Like, that's the cloister thing that's at the top of the hill. Well, obviously it's not the top of the hill because we're at the top of the hill, but where most people get to that visit the cloister. So you can see on the other side of the peninsula, is that what you'd call it? Yeah. I suppose. And then this is the wall. It's pretty big. It's even steeper on the outside. And the cloister's in there on the end of the peninsula.
Yeah, you can see where the smoke is coming from if you want a reference from where you were standing before. I don't know if you did the video down there.
I didn't really. Oh.
Can you see it?
Yeah, that's where we ate. In there where the smoke's coming from. And that's cool. Actually, you can see as well the lights from the top of those lights. That's where we parked our car yesterday when we did our other hike. We walked around the whole outside. Woo! Slippy root. Grasshoppers, grasshoppers everywhere. Getting pretty hot now. I do have lots of sunscreen on, but she's warm. I don't know what Mark's doing. I lost him. Just digging in the rocks. Mark has had so many bug bites on this trip. It's incredible. Yesterday hiking, I forgot the bug spray. And he must have got bitten like 12 times. And honestly, I'm not sure if I got any. I think I might have a couple on the side of my head, but they're not very itchy. But there are a couple spots that are a little itchy. And he's just in that field again. And he told me he got bit like 4 more times. I think I might have got one, but I don't know if even that. I think I got him before he got me. Or she, I guess. He also told me yesterday that they're female ones that bite you. So there you go. Now I'm just about to this other thingy. So here's another, this is the other building I was pointing to from across the way. From across the way there. I don't know why I said it like that. Spatromish's Klein Castle. So you can see this is the wall, and then that must be the height, maybe meters potentially, and this is this building thing. I guess that's what it would have looked like. It's newer though, I think. Let me translate this. So I'm not really a history person. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not like good at history in general. I enjoy it now. But it says basically that this was a big tower and the rest of it was living things, and it was originally Roman, but there wasn't very much Roman stuff in southern Bavaria, but eventually German people took it back and then it wasn't really used anymore or something like that. I'll put the text up. Maybe somebody who knows something actually has a clue what it means. Last places that the Romans were in Germany, I guess, and they held on to it because it was so small and in a good spot. Bug zapping time. But yeah, that was a tower, and they lived in the other bit.
So,
and it's behind that big wall.
It's been built in stages. I think to start off with, it was built as a river outpost. And that corner bit that we found over there was probably the first built up bit. And then here, where that wall is, that little tiny one, was probably the entire size of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could have been.
And then they extended it so it goes all the way to this edge, because this edge is also a sheer drop.
Yeah.
Are you filming me doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got this bit here, and that was a church.
It wasn't a church. That's the only part I knew, because I translated the sign.
Yeah, and then there should
See,
be...
this is what Mark does all the time.
Church, there should be another one just down there. Look, you can see the top of it.
Yeah.
That's also a church.
Double church, Roman times. Roman churches. We were up there yesterday, but we were way further back from the edge than what those people are doing. The river's going so fast, it looks like we're moving. Or not.
Seil vor die Engstelle schwimmen, sodass die Lastkähne durch den Donaudurchbruch gezogen werden.
Should we do a COVID summary of our experience? Well, you can't quite hear us. Has everybody been careful? No. No, I think people could be more careful when they're in a crowd of people outside still. I think there should be more masks if you're pretty close together. But it's not been too bad. Oh. We're trying to find the inside of this church. Sometimes you just need a good map, you know? So we're back from our camping thing. I guess I haven't said anything in a little bit. We have some injuries, bug bites, flat feet, blisters, bruised toes. What else happened to my foot?
Sweaty.
Just two different blisters and a bruised toe. But here's my foot after the hike. Got this bruised toe and a little bit of a blister here. That's actually not from the hike, that was from just my Crocs and putting my feet in the water and then walking back to the campsite. And then also from the hike, I've got that giant blister on my secondary toe. Or is that my fourth toe? I don't know. It's actually not that sore. It's just giant. Anyways, yeah, sad feet. We've got the tent there. It's drying out on the lawn and the railing. How many bug bites did you get?
You want me to count? 1, 2, 3. Did I say that one there?
I don't know.
I'm going to say 20.
So Mark got bit about 20 times. And I got bit, I don't know, maybe none. Maybe, I think 3, but they're not very itchy. That's what I would say. And what else did we think to our trip? It was pretty good fun. The day of hiking nearly killed us. And then we didn't do anything else.
The boat trip was good.
The boat trip was really fun the next day.
We had a lot of ice cream.
Yeah, we had a lot of ice cream. We had some good bacon sandwiches every morning.
Bacon sandwiches in the morning.
And then
We checked out.
That was
Nearly
awkward.
20 minutes that the place is open.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what camping is like here in general, because obviously we've only been to that one place, but they were open at the reception for a very little amount of time. It cost us 45 euros for the 3 nights we were there with a tent and no electricity. Showers were €1 extra, and you had to get weird tokens and then go have like a 6-minute shower.
Would you go back to that place? That's a good question for you.
Probably not.
Would you go to the one up the road instead?
I would probably try the one up the road before I went there again.
Yeah.
I don't know if the one up the road would be any better, technically, but I would certainly have a good look.
Yeah.
Probably I would, in general, I think we've done everything we want to do in that area. I probably wouldn't go back to that area unless we had visitors.
And then we just do the boat trip.
And then we probably just do the boat trip, yeah. Yeah, so it was good. We had a good little relax, and I guess the main goal was to test out our camping gear. And our main takeaway was that we need better sleeping pads, but everything else was all right.
Yeah, the sleeping bags weren't fantastic either.
The sleeping bags weren't fantastic, but actually for sleeping in that tent in the summer, I was mildly cold for like an hour of the morning, but normally you're just roasted for like the whole night, or that's the experience I've had, where you like can't even barely touch your sleeping bag because it's so insulated. So we didn't have that problem, but they weren't great. Yeah, so that's it. And if this is a video, which it probably is, thank you for watching. We're just chilling in the garden. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. Hi everyone, Jane here. This is a video about our 30-minute camping trip. Why can't I do it?